Hey everybody, we are getting ready for a live podcast show. We getting all our cool together. Good luck. Hey, what up? Yeah, hold on. I got a speaker right here. Let me just get some. I'm gonna have you all up in that camera's face. I'm gonna have you on the camera. So we're live right now. Yeah. I'll be real close. I'm late, so I'm situating. This is my brother You want to go light? You can. You don't have to get right here. You don't have to get close to me. You can't be scared of that. You have to get close. You gotta get closer. No, don't be scared. Don't be scared of it. They can hear you. They can hear all good shit. Please. Thank you. It doesn't have to be up if you don't want it, but just up so we have the mic. Thank you. I guess I should stand up and do an intro. Yeah, maybe I should do an intro. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello. The bar doesn't have as many people as we usually do on a Saturday, but welcome. My name is Queen Delilah, and this is our podcast, our live edition podcast of Hip Hop and Politics with Queen Delilah. We are international listenership, so we're on every single platform: iHeart, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, YouTube. So let me tell you a little bit about my show. We politically educate the millennial community through hip hop culture so they can become politically influential. Side note, we talk good shit and it's educated. Good educated shit talk. So tonight we got my special guest, OutLaw Skii. We're going to be showcasing his music, and we're going to be talking about some hot topics like Roe versus Wade. Something a little hot here. Okay? We're going to be talking about being a black man in America. It's going to get a little hot here. And we're just going to talk about all the things that's going on in Florida as well, because we are Floridians. Stick it up, okay? Politics matters in all communities. So that's what we're talking about today. So stick around. And we do have live audience talk back, so please ask questions. Bro, fight! Thank you, Corey. Ooh, I feel like I sound loud, yeah? I feel like I sound loud. Yeah, I sound loud. Yeah. Is the mic on? No? You want the mic? Yeah, let me get the mic. So it's a little bit loud. Just in case they want to talk and, flirt. That's a good idea. Yeah, so you guys can play pool and stuff and we can still be loud. How you feeling?
I'm good, you?
You good? You need some water?
I'll take one.
You take one? Can I get some water, please? Ready? Yeah, okay.
No, ain't man.
I told you I was gonna have you on my show. I told him I was gonna have him on my show, but I don't think he believed me. You didn't believe me?
I mean, so we made it happen.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm gonna put you on my show. We're gonna talk some good shit. And plus, because I know you personally, and I know for a fact. Thank you. I know you personally. I know we always have great conversations, and I think that we should get people to listen in on those conversations. We rolling. You can tell them I've been busy with the map of dusty, but don't judge me. It's news.
Put it to work.
Yeah, but it be dusty. It's dusty. I need to do better. People be getting on. Power cable, though. You don't have a power cable for that?
Somebody took it recently. I'm gonna go look for it for you.
Okay. I have a whole bunch, but if not, it's okay. We could talk loud. It's our last show.
The last one?
It's the last one.
It was the last one last time, though.
No.
Another time it was the last one.
No, another time I was thinking about quitting, but by contract, this is the last show.
You're coming back.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do you want me back? Do you love me? You wanna hug me. This is our last show here. This is our last show at the venue, guys, June 25th. But we are in talks about continuing. So you can see my silly ass other places. We will be conducting our flea market podcast tomorrow at the Spot Wynwood. from I believe 2 to 7. The spot Wynwood. It's called the spot Wynwood. Yeah. So I'll be there with the vendors flea market. Yeah, like right up the street. Right up the street. So I'll be there tomorrow if you guys want to come in. It's from 12 to 7, I believe. 12 to 7 p.m. A whole bunch of women vendors. All right. So come in and support. Bring your wife. Look, stop looking at me. Okay, vendors. Look at that. Women vendors. I know. Okay, so we're fucked up on the power. But listen, I'm happy to have you here, and I'm grateful that you came. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, it's okay. No, don't do that. It's okay. What you mean? What you mean? You know, Queen got gas. Don't do me like that. But so tell me what you're working on. Tell me what's good.
Right now, I got a new project I'm working on. It's called OutLaw.
You're not just talking about what everybody else is talking about. Everybody else, I feel like on the is talking about the same. Drugs, gang. I feel like everybody on the radio sounds the same. Like every song on the radio sounds the same. But Queen gotta find the lit artists. Okay, we gotta find the artists that's talking about something in the community. That's my boy OutLaw Skii right here. So my favorite track from you is a track that's called "Remember." Yeah, I even played it on like the promo. Y'all was like, "Oh, this is it," because you got your strip club vibes. You know what I'm saying? You got your strip club vibes.
Yeah, I had to make one of these.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got the strip club vibes. But hearing your music and hearing what you're talking about, a lot of what you're talking about is the pain and the struggles that we go through in the community and how we should change them, or at least how you went about changing them. Because you had a store. You got a store.
Yeah, most definitely. I've been through a lot. I try not to put too much of it into the music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still supposed to be entertaining at the same time.
It is.
But like I said, I give my truth of what I've been through and ways I find to overcome those problems that I was facing.
So tell me about, like, you know what I'm saying? You say a lot in your music. You did it big. Tell me about that. Like I like my Falanis. That's a joke that my homegirls got.
I mean, yeah, it was a little bit. It was like 2.5 years, like
oh, that's
3.
nothing.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, not to invalidate your time.
Oh yeah, nah. I mean, anytime away or incarcerated is not something to be glorified or nothing like that. Sorry for the men or the women who do go through it, because that's not a place I want to go back to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was like that YO. It was when I was younger, a little younger. So it was like JIT camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And now you're a father, and you're big. You're big on your fatherhood. Chris James is about to. Corey's about to go through there and look for a search for that speaker. So you're big on fatherhood.
Yeah, most definitely.
You're big. Shout out to the fathers. Okay, any fathers in the house? Past Father's Day. If you're a pet father, shout out to the fathers.
Definitely.
Let me tell you why I am big on Father's Day, because number one, I'm a daddy's girl. And I came from like a 2-parent household, so I knew and seen the role that my father played in the family and how important he was, like as a man. And I think that's very important, and we should talk about that. We should talk about men. Not because there's a lot of men in here. A lot of my shows, I actually talk about a lot of men issues because I don't think that they're broadcasted enough. And I think there's a huge movement for us women. And I am a feminist. I'm a Black feminist, period. But there's not a lot of movement from men. And I think that needs to be broadcasted because there's so much negative, derogatory connotation in our Black community about Black men. Matter of fact, outside of our Black community, about Black men and about, I'm first generation American. So my daddy was Haitian. And even though, some people wouldn't consider Haitians Black, they're French, but they're Black. So coming from a Black, a Black household, I seen my father, and he had a very important role in the family and holding it up, protecting it, providing, all that good stuff. But on the other hand, I don't see that glorified in the African American community, because in Haitian community, it's like that's what you're supposed to do. In foreign communities, it's like that's what you're supposed to be doing. But in African American communities, it's like, where your daddy at? Hold on. First of all, my daddy in the house. My daddy's at work, And I see that. I see you're a very, very serious father. Like, you always have your kids. You're always working. And you're always, like, even the way you talk to them. You understand?
Yeah, most definitely.
So how do you push with that? How do you, how do you feel about not being a statistic? And how do you feel about that whole connotation of a statistic?
First off, I really don't understand a father who do not take care of their kids. I mean, they come from you. Like, wouldn't you want to see your offspring doing better or living
Successful,
better than you were
yeah.
living. You know what I'm saying? That's
Absolutely.
who I do it for. You know, that's the reason why I get up and keep going, because I'm trying to push it. So even if I don't fulfill my destiny or what I was supposed to, at least I know I can help my kids do it. You know, my father was in my life, but he wasn't at the same time. I grew up in New York as a younger kid. I was born in Jamaica, but I grew up in New York, and then I came here to Florida. I've been in Florida for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I basically grew up here. Yeah, my pop stayed in New York. I didn't grow up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, since like from the age of 9 all the way to who I am now, I wasn't with my father. I spoke to him on the phone every now and then, but so you know, I just knew how I felt without my father. So I just always make sure I be there for my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that. I feel like that's a we need to correct. We need to correct people thinking all my black friends that are black men, all my friends that are black men, let me tell you, they are super gung ho on. I gotta go home to my kids. Look, my son has soccer practice. And I wish that people would stop thinking that black men aren't there in their households. And I think that came from the war on drugs. When the war on drugs happened, okay, who cranked it up? Reagan. Yeah, Reaganomics. Reagan cranked that up, and the war on drugs created mass incarceration in the urban underdeveloped community, leading to the mass incarceration of a lot of black men. And so black men weren't in the home not by choice, but by circumstances. So I think we need to get rid of that whole connotation of black men ain't there, no, it's damn
But
lie.
yeah, that's another thing.
My
Like,
daddy was there.
you know, even all my peers, my friends, you know what I'm saying, family and friends that's around me, they have children and they're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all that narrative where they be like, oh, fathers ain't shit or they not there. And to be honest with you, my opinion, there's a lot of fathers that's better parents than mothers that's living in the house with the children.
I
You know what I'm
actually,
saying?
yes, let's talk about that. The statistic, and again, I'm just bringing up this fact because my friend is on child support and she's a woman, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What are you doing on child support?" And her significant other, was a better parent, so they granted them that. So I completely agree. I think we need to correct talking about it. I think you're proof. You know what I'm saying? You're proof that you still hold down you're still a provider, you still hold down your dream. How do you do that? How do you do that? Like, tell me how that schedule runs. Tell me how that goes, because
I can tell you one thing. You lose a lot of sleep, but it's hard. But I really don't sleep a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be having insomnia because I just I want more for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not comfortable where I'm at, so I'm gonna keep going because, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want more. So I mean, yeah, the schedule is very hectic, but I love my kids, so I'm definitely gonna be there with my kids. I have a passion. I want to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Even whether it's not this music or something else, I know I have something else that's destined for me. So
absolutely. When did you decide that this, like with music, you was like, yo, I'm gonna go for it? When did you decide music?
I've been doing music kind of like my whole life. Really, my older brother kind of like, he's not a rapper or anything like that, but he used to listen to a lot of music, so he got me into the music, and ever since I listened to a lot of the music he was listening to, and the things I was going through, it kind of pushed me and, you know what I'm saying, made me feel like this was for me. But I've been rapping since I was like 12, 13.
12, 13?
Yeah, I recorded my first track at like 15 years old.
15? What that sound like?
My opinion, no, it's good, but it's outdated now. It's old.
Yeah.
That's like 15 years.
What was you rapping about then?
Similar similar things. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you started like this?
Yeah, of course. I've been through a lot since I was a kid.
So what artists inspired you to, like? I want to guess it because I've heard, but I don't feel like it would be fair to the audience. Like, what artists were you listening to? Because you're very powerful. You're not talking the regular Joe Juggler. You're like very inspirational, very influential.
I mean, I grew up like I said, I grew up in New York when I was younger, so I have a lot of, Biggie, Big L, and stuff like that.
Shout out that Big Baby.
Yeah, Big L, rest in peace to both of them.
Rest in peace to Big L.
But like, my biggest inspiration is, Pop Tupac.
I could tell.
I liked his music when I was younger. Even though, like I said, I grew up in New York, but Tupac, his music hit me different when I was younger. Also, Jay-Z and 50 Cent, those are my like my idols in that rap shit when I was younger.
Really, 50 Cent?
Yeah, the old 50 Cent, you know,
Okay.
the older 50 Cent.
The older, because now 50's a little troll.
Nah, he's not. I mean, I like his personality. A lot of people may not. But
I like his personality, but I feel like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like 50. Why are you picking on people? I feel like 50's sometimes too much, but that's an opinion.
Yeah, of course, most definitely.
You know
I mean, you know, like I said, we talking about his music. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so are we
Older
talking about like
music,
many
yeah.
men, like that era?
Before that too.
Oh,
I mean, I've been
before?
listening to him since, you know.
Yeah, because I
early
didn't know
90s,
50
yeah,
before.
He had an album called Power of the Dollar.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, after he got shot, I believe it was like unreleased. They pulled it off the shelves or something like that. But yeah, you know, the old 50 Cent, you know, and his mixtape days when the early G Unit, like.
Yeah. I like the early G Unit. I like the early 50, like the Many Men. I like Jay. I like all the people you described. But you sound so much like Tupac. Not sounding like him,
Yeah.
but I think
It's just the way I
deliver.
It. Yeah, most definitely.
Oh my God, because
it's not the first time I heard.
oh my God, let me tell you, because a lot of people, when I meet them and I talk to them about their music, the first thing they'll be like is, Tupac is my inspiration, and so you could tell that they're trying to make their music like his, almost without a story. I think when I started rapping back, like when I was 15, I wanted to be a rapper. I still anyway. But I didn't have a story. I had lyrical, like I was clever, I was witty, but I didn't have no story to tell, and it just sounded like a bunch of just jobbled up shit. But it was like ooh but it was nothing really, no content. So moving along now, I meet people with the same thing. Like they don't have a story. They don't have it. Like what did you really go through that gave you that fire, that desire? And there's none. So I with you when I listen to your music, I hear the story. I'm like, damn, he said he would do what? Okay. He trying to do what? You know what I'm saying? It's always a story. So I love your delivery. You got the story like Big L. You could tell the story. And Nas. Nas is my favorite rapper.
He's one of mine too.
My favorite rapper. So
I'm just like I said.
Look, I'm about to test
I was
you.
more on that Jay-Z side before Nas, so, I grew up in Brooklyn, so.
I grew up in Brooklyn. Stop it. What part?
Flatbush, East 21st Street.
East 51st.
Church Ave.
Stop talking to me. Look, eyebrows went up. Stop. Brooklyn's in the house.
But I know Broward like the back of my hand.
Yeah, I grew up in Miami.
Yeah.
I left early. I left about 8. But Miami has a dope scene. I think because of us being.
Miami and Broward is basically cousins. So.
No. I'm sorry. Let me listen. If you from Florida, you better learn. Listen. People really be serious about this Broward and Miami thing, okay?
So you can't mix the two, but they be family though. You know.
So let me show Broward love.
When
Broward,
we're here together, it'd be different.
Yeah.
Well,
Broward is in the house. Okay, don't mistake it. We love Broward. So I'm with
Miami too.
Yeah, thank you. You heard that, Miami? Because we live. But growing up in Florida, I think that being from New York and then growing up in Florida and the islands and all that, our love for music is so wide. So like I like a lot of music, different genres.
Yeah, most definitely.
I
don't stick to just one.
Yeah, because I hear that in your music.
There be times where I would be home thinking I could sing. You know?
Oh my God! No thinking. Let me hear. That shower singing or like real singing. You be writing.
I want to learn, but I'm trying to.
I think you can.
If I can find like a vocalist to help me,
Yeah, I definitely think that there's.
People tell me I got like the baritone.
Yeah, you could do a little J Cole. You know how J Cole be singing.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
When
I
master it, though, you can definitely hear a track.
I'll
give you an exclusive first.
I'm with the shit.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm with the shits. Listen, so who do you want to collaborate? Like that's out right now in Broward, in Miami too.
From Broward, the biggest person I want to collab with is Cody P.
Who's that?
Cody. I mean,
come on, shout out to Cody P.
Yeah, most definitely. Cody, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, he's a Broward legend. You know what I'm saying? Choo. Kodak, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Kodak.
Yeah, most definitely. There's a lot of them down there. There's Skii Glizzy. We got T Stunner. There's a gang. There's a whole bunch of rappers from Broward. You know what I'm saying?
That's really
rappers, singers that really got heavy motion. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely RP Wiz. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people.
So who are you trying to network with in the industry? Who would you collaborate with right now if you met Kevin Gates? Because I feel like you and Kevin Gates will make a hell of a song.
Yeah, he's definitely very talented.
Okay, good.
Of course, most definitely.
I was right. Queen be making suggestions, but I was like, because on that wavelength, yo, you on that?
Most definitely. I mean, I'm open to work with people, but I'm not begging for no feature. You get what I'm saying? Like
I like it. I like your music. It didn't have a lot of features, which was appreciated.
I mean, I have a few, of course, especially people like locally, but I don't really, like I said, I'm open to work with people, but I don't really care. It's not gonna stop me from not making music. If nobody, I don't work with other artists. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. What I like is that you're representing Broward, but you're doing it in a way that Tupac did when he was talking about certain tracks, like he was talking about the when he was talking about the Black of the Berry. What song is that? I'm not a Tupac fan. I'm
You
really a
said,
Biggie fan.
well, you
But let me
said
not.
the
I'm
black
not
of the berry, the
trying to
black
fuck
of the
up the
berry,
interview.
the sweet of the juice.
Brenda had a baby. Why you? Did you hear that side comment? Said I'm not really a Tupac fan. I was a Biggie fan. You put on some goddamn say something from Biggie. Give me a Biggie bar.
I got 7 Mac 11. It's about 8:38. Now 7 Mac 10.
Why you had to don't?
Hello?
Can you bring back some commercial
Yeah,
Biggie
I'm
at
sorry,
least? No, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
give me 1 second.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Go ahead. So this is what you have. See how Broward is doing me right now. See,
I'm sorry.
Brown. But so who did you listen to coming up?
Um,
Yeah, I knew there was some type of something going on. I knew because you seem interested.
so I actually listened to Rap Crew when I grew up.
Woo, you a real Florida boy.
Yeah.
Okay. He listened to Two Live Crew. Okay.
Pussy, baby.
Okay. He said, "Pop that pussy, baby." So you is an Uncle Luke fan.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you was in the era before Florida was like known for like hardcore rap with Trick Daddy and stuff because he was okay. Yeah, because they were like the first to introduce like that type of rapping. It was Two Live Crew. That, oh, so look, you done gone and we done hit our podcast and made a friend. He say he came from the era of Two Live Crew,
Hell yeah.
and he a real Florida boy. And so you like Uncle Luke. You were. Did you see the transition between the party music and when Trick turned it into like gangster?
Trick, JT Money.
So you were there.
Yeah, yeah. Heard it.
Okay, you heard it, and you were still riding.
Still what?
Riding.
Still riding.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's what we did.
Okay. What you did? What y'all did?
Just listen to music.
That you was riding in any dunks, anything?
What's that?
You was riding in any dunks?
And it don't.
Yeah.
No, well, no, I wasn't riding.
Oh, okay, okay. Look, you got to tell me a little fib right there.
Nah, nah.
I love that.
The crew was riding in the dumps, but I wasn't riding.
What you was doing?
I wasn't doing anything.
Oh, hell no, that man a drug dealer. Listen, this is what we get in Florida. Look, we turned the camera around for a second. Our dang gone patron said that he is the Two Live Crew. He wasn't playing with y'all, Two Live Crew. But you don't want to say none of that shit you were just saying, huh?
That was back in the day. That was back in the early 90s.
But you know, due to Two Live Crew, due to Luke, because you know they tried to shut down his music and everything, and he took him to court. The type of music that he was. So because of Luke, he was very important in hip hop. Because of Luke, he politically fucked the game up. No, he did it. He did right for a lot of rappers because now a lot of rappers are also able to talk a lot of shit in their music because of him, like cursing and all that. You know what they would call derogatory, talking about bitch and popping pussy. Now we can make songs like that due to Luke. So yeah, shout out to Luke changing that. Hip hop politics, baby. Yeah, pop my brush that. Anyway, so tell me, besides Tupac, because y'all caught me on that with that Biggie. But it's okay. I was calling out laws. I could bring up laws. Who else? Who else do you like? Do you see yourself like? I see Tupac. I would love 50. I think the mannerisms like 50. I think your mannerisms.
I mean, I'm not gonna really compare I don't even compare myself to him. You know what I'm saying?
But your music for me is like Tupac because it's so honest. And I didn't get into Tupac's music until I was grown.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some people right now who talk shit about it like it's music is nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't really understand it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, you have a few people out here will test them, be like, oh yeah, he wasn't this or he wasn't that.
I didn't think that because Florida's heavy on Tupac. Florida people love Tupac.
You think so?
Yes. Oh my God. So many people that I grew like.
But you know that you got some people who say they love Tupac and they can't even name his music or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts. I
guess because it's just his image though. Just like Jordan, a lot of people love Jordan, but they never even seen him play. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you just love the idea.
A lot. Well, I'm not gonna say me, but yeah, a lot of people, yeah, just
like
the image. You know,
that's true. I didn't like Tupac not because of the image. It was because it was a form of music that I wasn't used to hearing at the time that I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I listened to so much Biggie, I was used to like the who the fuck is this paging me at 5:46, and I was used to like that bop. Yeah, it has like a bop. You feel me? And then I hear Tupac, and it's always angry, but it wasn't anger. It was passion. He
raw.
had passion.
His music is raw. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna give it to you raw.
And it was a very well delivered on. I feel like it's an instructional guide on what we should be doing in the community. And I didn't get that. I didn't know what the community was really facing. I was just looking at the bop, the good time. I wasn't like, oh, Brenda had a baby. Oh, dear mama. Like certain songs that I really understand now. You know what I mean? Like, oh, why are we talking about this? Why are we listening to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, so in that respect, I give Tupac a lot of credit. And I think, at least the people, that I know they tend to more like Tupac than Biggie. And I'm more like, what you mean, a baby, baby? But,
I mean, like I said, I don't really compare the two. It's two different times. Pac was definitely in the game longer than Biggie was. But like I said, I like both of them. I don't compare them and say this one is better. But my music more probably would lean more towards pop shit. You know what I'm saying? Biggie was flamboyant.
He was. But that's the New York.
Sounded like he had money,
that's like the New Yorker.
Yeah, most definitely. That's definitely that New York.
That's the New York. So tell me, what project are you working on now?
It's the All Hustle No Luck.
All Hustle No Luck.
Yeah, most definitely.
How do you feel about that? I know you said that you're gonna be speaking some real shit in it. What's the difference between your last project and this one?
This is actually like my first. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of music, but I have like over 300 songs, but I never really put a project together. You get what I'm saying? Never really. It's a passion, but it was like more to myself. You know what I'm saying? I never really put my music out there. I just recently started about a few years ago. Then I got caught up in the situation, so I fell back for a while. But now I'm like really, you know what I'm saying?
So this is the EP.
Yeah, most definitely.
This is the EP. So you're gonna drop exclusive on
it. Yes, most definitely.
You're gonna give me something that nobody else is gonna hear then.
Yeah, most definitely.
I don't know. I don't feel secure about that. I don't know.
So you don't feel
I don't feel secure about that most definitely. We'll play it on the podcast. Y'all heard him say that he's gonna bring me some exclusives, right? One?
Yeah.
Two?
I give you two.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
I give you two, most definitely.
Thank you, sir. All right, so what's inspiring this project? Like life? What you got going on?
Like I said to you before, I just want more for myself, you know.
So that's what's inspiring this one?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm not in a bad position. I'm comfortable, but I'm not comfortable, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay, so it ain't like
I want more.
Okay, so it ain't the struggle. It ain't like you said, like you want more for yourself. So it ain't the struggle.
It's gonna be forever be the struggle to
No. Let me tell you what I mean. You know, everybody come out with that first EP, and they always got them breaking down bricks. Someone got down about 55. It ain't that first type of EP.
Like that. I'm not, I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying, put myself in a situation.
It's just like a progressive song.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because everybody, their first, CD album, be like, oh, he about to talk about all them kilos he done sold. He talking about the goddamn game in this motherfucker.
I definitely don't even do shit like that.
No. I'm not gonna
trying to indict myself.
No, definitely. But a lot of them do. Yeah, they do. But over here, we don't play none of that. We don't play none of them artists. We don't represent them artists. We represent, because again, let me tell you what led to this was my David Banner interview. When he was like, because I was talking so much shit. I was like, what you think about the future movement and the mumble rap? And he was like, well, you got a platform, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like that's not music, play what you think music. So we don't even play none of that because my kids, it was all with my kids when I started college. They're like, Mommy, can we come to your radio show? And I was like, okay, cool. And I started telling the artists, you can't curse, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that, because my kids gonna be there. So, and my kids just used to be like outside watching me, and it was very closed office and everything. So, your kids ever come to the studio with you and see what you do?
Um, my oldest son been to the studio with me one time.
How old is your oldest?
He's 10 right now.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, he was born when I was incarcerated.
Well, so you had him a little late. Yeah.
Yeah, I had him when I was 20 years old.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's not. I had 23, so still young, still about that age. That's good. So he's seen it. What he's saying? How do you feel about it?
All my kids love my music. Even my daughter, she rock her head to my music. Or she see like my videos or me performing. She always want to keep playing it over and over.
Oh, that's sweet. I like that. I like that your kids know what you do and proud of you and everything like that. So how is it? How is it being a father? Let's just want to cut to the chase.
Mhm.
Can I just?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
How's it being a black man married?
It's hard, but I wouldn't have it no other way. I'm proud of who I am. You know what I'm saying?
In
Like,
America.
yeah, most definitely.
How do you find it different from being a black man?
I didn't grow up in Jamaica, so I don't really know.
Damn, at least you're honest about that. Man, Caribbean people be coming over here and I be like,
I literally when I was a baby. I was born there, and my parents was coming to America. And like I said, I grew up in New York as a younger, and then I came here.
so you're first generation American.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'm
Mm.
Americanized. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a
Oh
Jamaican
yeah,
household.
because you were born in Jamaica.
Yeah, I was born in Jamaica, but I was like I said, I was raised here in America.
So how do you feel like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about that whole, can I talk about it?
Yeah,
What
go
goes on?
ahead.
Okay. So in Miami, there's like a big thing about, oh, African American and Caribbean. And I hate that because,
Mhm.
I was raised out here, but I went to Atlanta for 13 years. And Atlanta has such a beautiful unity. Like, it doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
brown, you black, you
they
black
always
man.
talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So coming back here, it pushed me back a little bit to say there's no unity. Like even out there, if you're Latin or anything,
Mhm.
you're just together. You're just together. Oh, okay. All right. You're not right. All right. So we're gonna hang together. But when you come out here, it's like they say it's cultured, but I feel like it's almost like fascist. Like you're this, so you're gonna hang over there. You're that, so you're gonna hang over there. You're that, you're gonna hang over there. It's like for what? You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, not yeah, at first probably, but I mean now I can say like, man, I rock with a lot of Latinos.
Yeah, I rock with
I'm
everybody.
Jamaican, and a lot of then the majority of my friends is Haitian. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I got a lot of American friends. You get what I'm saying? Like,
But out here in Miami, there is a negative connotation
see, that's
about.
Miami. It's different. I didn't grow up in Miami. I grew up in Broward.
Oh,
You know,
Lord,
Broward is a
don't
whole
hit me
different
with
thing.
the
That's what
county line. Do not hit me
I'm
with the
just
county
saying.
line.
Once you get like,
No, but
so Broward is
Broward
completely
is
different.
different.
It's
Yeah,
completely
Broward is
different from
different.
Miami.
Broward is very, very different. There's I'm not gonna front. I live now in South Miami. I live in Homestead,
Hmm.
but I'm gonna be moving, and I want to go to that side
Hmm.
because out here it's almost like I get asked like, oh, what are you? What are you? What are you? And I'm like, does it matter? Like, shouldn't I just be human?
Maybe
Can't we just
somebody
be?
just curious or one of those.
No, I don't. I think it doesn't matter. And Miami has a thing of what are you? So I can put you in a margin. I can put you in a, and I don't like that, a category. And I don't think Miami has a culture of doing that. Like, just don't be that. Just don't be this. Just, oh, I'm this. I'm not. It's like, who the fuck cares? You're still broke. You know what I'm saying? You're still broke. So I think Fort Lauderdale. I think Broward has a beautiful scene with unity too. With, black and brown people. Like, I think that's different.
It have its perks, it have its ups and its downs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit on here and make it seem like Broward is peaches. Like, oh,
Of
yeah,
course
come
not.
home,
Yeah.
man, come to Broward. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but
But they don't have that problem. They don't.
not really. No,
No.
like I said,
So your
they
upbringing
tied
was a
in.
little different in Florida. Mine was a little different.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
because a lot of people I know from Miami, even though we close, it's a complete different lifestyle. You get what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It
I'm
is.
gonna do a show on that. I would like you to talk about that because you're broad and I'm Miami, and a lot of people that are like in this area, like the Wynwood area, talk about the gentrification that's happening here right now, actively.
Okay.
And I I want to hear, you know what I mean? Just hearing talking to them, it's like, dang, that's a heavy topic to gentrification. And then hearing from Broward, it's like, no, it's a lot of unity out there.
Yeah,
So
of course,
it's different.
especially like with the islands.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the island people tied in with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Going to school though, I'm not gonna lie. When I used to coming up and I was like in high school, it used to be like Haitians versus Americans.
Okay, so there was
we,
that.
we had coming up when we was younger.
Going
Yeah,
on in Broward.
yeah, most definitely. They always had that.
I don't know why it was like that. And growing up, I know I grew up in a Haitian household, and my family was like, just don't bring no American boy to us. And I was like, but
Why does it even matter?
yeah. And then to continue it, they came from another country. They were impoverished. They had to live in the hood. We had to grow up in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the people that you put around me. How am I, supposed to be better than? No.
Exactly.
So all my friends, same thing. So that's why I'm like, I wish that would stop. Because coming from Atlanta to here, I'm like, we're all in the same little bucket. Are you in a different tax bracket? Are you in a different tax bracket? A lot of people vote against their own.
Even if we're right here next to each other, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
we equal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like humanoid to the best. All right, so going forward, what are you trying to do different with your music that really you want to change before?
You said like what I want to do different with it?
Yeah, what you want to do different?
Me personally, I want to get my music more heard. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to grab more ears, more listeners. So right now I'm just doing a lot of performance right now in different places.
I seen that. I seen that. That's your.
I'm trying to get an ear and like around Broward, Miami, start up around Palm Beach or stuff like that.
Miami.
Yeah, so I said Broward, Miami, and Palm Beach. Of course, most definitely. I'm always so, especially down with these three. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. Yeah, so that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to perform a couple places, make people know who I am, get my face out there.
Yeah.
Get my music out there, and tap into other talents. Like I told you before, I like working with people. I'm open to work with people, but I'm not begging. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Most definitely.
Because you definitely got some work.
I work with a lot of people in Broward. You know what I'm saying? Like music wise.
Yeah, that's his stomping grounds.
Yeah, I'm tapping with a lot of people, so I'm just trying to keep that going too. Like I said, I like other people with talent. I like people, if I'm listening to you or we rapping together, you challenge me to go harder.
Like, oh, you inspiring me. Oh, now hold on. Now I got bars for you. Now chill out. I got bars.
I believe you.
I don't make me look.
You want mic check real quick?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So real quick, all right. So when we were discussing something recently, and you said that you didn't agree with it, and I agreed with you. Now I want to touch on it.
Yeah.
We about to open up the box. All right. So we were talking about Roe versus Wade, and I love your side of the debate. I love how you don't agree with what's going on. Because I'm a woman, yes, true indeed.
Yeah,
and I feel like, pro whatever the hell you want. Yeah. Pro, you don't want to do it, don't do it. You want to do it, do it.
Exactly. It's your body. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just nobody should be able to set no law, no bill to where they can stop a woman from doing what she wants with her body. Because at the end of the day, whether, like I said, whether you had a good mom or not, we all came in this world from a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling you, I seen a tweet from Meek Mills saying basically the same thing, and he was basically saying like, we all come from a woman. We shouldn't be able to tell a woman what she should do. Because, like I said, there could be men who rape women and they get pregnant.
And incest is important.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And what if she want to get rid of the baby? That should be her choice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I really feel like this has a lot to do with infertility rates in certain infertility rates in certain races, and we don't have those problems. We don't have infertility rates. I mean, check me, trying to check me, my pen. My good. Okay. Infertility rates in different communities, but I was looking at some Atlanta news, and this is another part why I brought it up. Atlanta has a lot of protests going on about it. Atlanta, they're marching to the state capitol because the Supreme Court, they overturned the decision. And with them overturning the Roe versus Wade decision, and it ended, it's in the hands of the state capital, like the states within themselves. So if you were to, and that's actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's a loophole, and it's still able to go back. Because if the people of that state can go and, come to their elected officials and want certain, things changed, they would vote those people that represent that change, and then those people go out and do so forth and so on. So there's still a way to change this, but I'm noticing a lot of civil wars like slick breaking out. Like Atlanta has a protest. I didn't hear anything in Miami though. Yeah, I didn't hear anything in Broward though. Hold on, let me stop. No, I mean not yeah, bad.
I mean, I can't speak for everybody else. Like I said, I don't agree with that. I don't know. As us as people, sometimes we be scared to stand up for each other and stand up for a cause. Some people get that mentality of like, oh, no, I got my kids, or I got this, I got, what I'm saying? So they don't want to. They feel like if they put themselves out there, they're scared that other people is not gonna put themselves out there with them. Like they want people to stand in unity with them. So I can't really speak for everybody. I don't know why it's not a protest going on, but it'd be like, even if you do a protest, like what's really gonna come out of that? Though?
That's
you know
how
what
you
I'm saying?
feel?
Yeah, because a lot of protests is what really comes out of that. Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, I agree partially. I feel like
And then
protests.
sometimes it break out violence.
True, but
Like,
protest it's still influential. Protest is very important, but I agree. Everybody is so down to protest. When really we need people to go stand. Like you protest on Saturdays. If you never notice, protest usually on the weekends. And you go protest, and then who's gonna go to the elected representative on Monday, the state capitol, to go speak to?
About this whole
Nobody, because everybody got marchers' feet. So we talked about that in some classes that I had back. But absolutely right. But you said something. You said I'm not gonna talk about other people, and everybody wants to stand up for everybody. There's a thing that happens in the Black community where Black women are always at the front line for Black men. Oh, you're okay. Oh no, let's talk
I
about
can't
it.
100% agree on that either. We can smoke it?
No, we can't.
No, okay.
But we can smoke in the back though.
Yeah, no
As long
question.
as it's done in the back, okay. Damn, you ready to light up? Look, I got a joint rolled.
I mean, you talk
I'm
about some
thinking with a
topics.
joint in my mouth.
Most
But we
definitely.
smoke in the back.
Yeah,
Just
no
the
problem.
law. Look, you smirking. You got a joint on you too, man? Okay, just making sure. He was like, yeah. Yeah, y'all smoking. Y'all high as shit right now. Yeah, everybody at the bar started laughing. Y'all high as shit. But Black women are always at the front line. And Black men, a couple of years back, it was like a big conversation. Like Black men, sometimes it was felt that like Black men wouldn't go. Why are you smirking? Why are you doing
Like,
no,
I can't agree on that. I can't agree on that because sometimes you got Black women bash us like we're nothing a lot of times.
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah,
you know
you're
what I'm
right.
saying?
No, you absolutely right.
And
That's why I talk.
They feel like they're the men most of the time, and then
How do you feel about that? Like,
and then that's another topic. I can't speak for these people, but they be wondering why a lot of these Black men become celebrities and date white women. You know what I'm saying? Because the Black women want to be the men so bad. Like y'all want to be so independent.
you're
and
absolutely right.
They bash the Black men like
No,
they're
you
nothing.
are absolutely
You know what I'm saying? So
no, you're absolutely right. And don't be scared to say that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Society society one removed the Black men from the household. So Black, and that's ever
programmed.
since.
We all, I ain't gonna say we all, but there's a lot of us that's programmed.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
when mass incarceration happened and the Black man wasn't in the household, Black women were forced to step up because we've never been a non-working class of women. We've always been working. Even when the women rights was going on, that wasn't for us because we were working, even as servants. But when they took out the man, remember when I told you like my parents were married and I seen how important my father's role was in the house.
In the household.
They took away that feature for the African American woman. And when they took that away, it forced her to have to work 2 jobs, raise kids alone, go through all type of shit on her own, which hardened her. So you're right. No, I agree with you. But the detrimental effects of white supremacy led to that angry Black woman. And so I talk to my women because it's not just about what they went through, it's traumatizing generationally. Seeing, because what's the first thing? And let me tell you something that ties into that. No, because you're right, and we should talk about that. Because I don't want my Black man. My brother's a Black man. My son's a Black man. My father was a Black man. I don't want to see our Black men go through shit like that. And I think as Black women, we need to understand. Listen, when these Black men hit the door, they're already coming in from war on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
And
Why
women
give them
too.
hell on it?
Black
Yeah,
people, period.
black people, period. But
That's why I
black
don't understand
men, I
how we
think,
go against each other so much.
bam.
You know
And
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
more. I think black men need more credit because I don't like the bashing. I don't like the bashing of anything. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
But
We
for
supposed
black,
to,
you know what
rise,
I'm saying?
yeah,
You feel what I'm
rise
saying?
our culture up. Like,
You feel me? That's why I'm like, there now. We need to be talking about that. I'll say this: since the 1930s, statistics for black home ownership has not risen. The only thing that's risen since the 1930s for the black community is education, and the ones in it is women. Black women are the leading in higher education. So not even black men, not even what has risen is mass incarceration of black men. So those things need to be talked about because they're the reasons why we have such a fucked up culture and community. Bill Clinton just apologized not too long ago for reactivating the war on drugs because that was during Reagan. But when Bill Clinton did that shit, what did it do? Shove all our black men back in jail. You know what I'm saying? So we need to look at certain historical points and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what kind of fucked us up here. But I agree. I'm not gonna bullshit you.
But we can't keep speaking on the past of what fucked us up. It's like what we got to do now.
Well, it's repeating.
And
these things are repeating, Drew. Look.
You're right, and I'm not. Like I said, I'm not saying our mothers were, saints or whatever. And of course, they obviously did their things too. But
they did
I feel like my generation, like my mom's generation of women, like black women, was a better set of black women we have today.
Absolutely agreed upon.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely agreed upon. You say yes? Did I get a yes? Did I get a yes from the audience?
Yeah,
Yeah.
These women are the previous women, like
black women, the previous black women,
and like our mothers and stuff were better women than we have today. I feel like the women today walk around put a price on their Gucci.
I absolutely agree with you.
Damn it. They feel like you owe them something if you
do anything.
If y'all gonna do anything sexual or anything like.
I feel like that's crazy. I feel like a lot of the divorce rates. I don't know. Okay, let me not bring that up because I'm still trying to figure that what I feel about that on that because a lot of them divorces were forced. Damn it, we were trapped and couldn't go to work. Okay, but I agree though. But this is a different time. But I do feel like back then there was a lot more.
Them the women that could say that they was independent. Because I seen my mom take care of 5 kids by herself, go to school and work, and still made breakfast and dinner for us from in the morning time. So when we come home, we still got stuff. You know what I'm saying? By herself. Made sure we all had good clothes and went to school. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really see too many moms doing that nowadays. They complain about the bare minimum. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not taking credit from them, but we do have good women.
No, there's definitely good women. So shout out to the good women. Yeah, shout out to the good women. I want it. My sisters. Shout out to you.
And I'm not only gonna bash women too, because
we're not bashing women. Too. We're never bashing nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not bashing.
Who don't do what they supposed
to.
But
we're talking real shit, and real shit is that I'm not gonna front. The culture is turning, and I feel like I seen this meme the other day. I'm gonna kind of summarize it. I seen this meme the other day that was like, for trends, most people look to women for trends, and if women are constantly like we're controlling the culture of like the tricking, like on the clothes that we wear. Thank you. Can you say that a little bit louder?
Women do run the world. I mean,
thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Women, clap. We run the world.
Some of them use it for the good, and some of them fuck it up, like fuck the whole
that
world
sounds
up, you know
like pussy. That sounds like the job of pussy. That sounds like what pussy will do to you. Good and bad, you know. But I definitely feel like there's great women, and then I feel like, there are women that I think it's an agenda because I don't know. I think we had I'm not gonna base it on any type of circumstance because there's women that weren't raised with their fathers that now, they got great husbands and they're doing their thing. So I can't really talk shit. But what I will say is I think it's the era and the times. I think shit is changing. So, to find somebody traditional that has principles and values and things like that, yeah, we're gonna take it back a little bit. But I think it is coming back because the whole BBL era is now kind of like dying out. Like men are going back to, wanting regular looking women that don't look like that.
Because they all look the same.
Do they? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so.
Majority of the women nowadays who getting that surgery shit, they all look the same. All their bodies built about the same way. I'm not knocking it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I love women, you know what I'm saying?
Me
Regardless,
too. You know
so
what I'm saying? Me too.
you can have it, and I
On
still
any given
fuck with you,
day,
you
I
know.
like me some strippers
But
too. So I
you
don't know.
I prefer natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
What is the deal with that?
what you mean?
Like, why do you prefer natural?
I mean,
Yeah, come
this is
on.
how God made you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Of course.
so you like
yeah.
the God given.
Yeah, most definitely. If you
But-
know you feel you're not comfortable with your body, work out.
But that's okay. So you're a rapper. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're an artist. So tell me, like, because that's different. That most like rappers wanna.
Like I said, I'm a man. I deal with a woman with a BBL or a surgery. I'm not knocking it. You know what I'm saying? But my preference, I would prefer a natural woman. You know what I'm saying? That I want to marry and be with. Yeah, I would prefer it, unless it's something small she want to change. You know what I'm saying? But
Like
all that extra shit, like, nah.
I didn't think like that. I thought like most, people out into the industry or most men, because
I'm not in
again,
the industry.
uh,
You know what I'm saying? I'm not an industry person.
but you're trying to be, because for a while us natural girls were catching hell. Us natural girls were catching hell. Okay, we didn't know what the hell to do. It was like, God damn. Yep, he ain't finna. Yep, I'm not gonna get that guy. He likes those type of girls. We were catching hell. Like, oh my God, And then other times it was like, see, I told you I could take your man without BBL. So I just wanted to come, I guess, to a point where, yo, love yourself. And I think I just want them to stop talking about the BBL culture, stop talking about the natural culture. I just wanted to go back to where our bodies wasn't so over sexualized. That's why the logo of my podcast.
But that ain't even beef. That ain't even just the BBLs. Because I mean, that's just like I said, today's women. Like whether it's
You think
black,
it's today's women?
white, or yeah. Like I mean, everywhere you look on the social media or something, you will see that naked woman. Like I said, and I'm a man, so I don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I mean, how much respect you really want after you put that out there? You know what I'm saying? And then they try to knock us for saying little shit. But I mean, what direction you leading us in?
Okay, so let's talk about that. So you feel as though, as a woman, no. You feel it. Okay, so you don't feel as though social media has something to do with the over sexualization of women. You feel as though women in general.
Social media fucked up a lot of shit, but we have to take accountability of us ourselves. You know what I'm saying? What you do on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think as a culture, as a community, not a culture, but as a community, black women need to stop doing that shit?
I think all women need to stop doing that shit.
He feels like all women need to stop doing that shit, and I agree.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, besides
agree.
the ones who's in that profession, if you're a porn star or
then be a porn
star.
If you're a stripper,
you're a model, and
the
that's what you
thing.
do.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
But if you are,
it's so normal now. If you go on here, you'll go on a female's page on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. She would have more like half naked or naked pictures than she would have regular pictures.
True.
You know what I'm saying? But then get mad if a person try to, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with her like that. Like,
I agree. No. This is adult podcasting. Plus, we're live. Don't worry, I don't clean up shit. I like everything raw. But I agree. I think us women need to clean it up. All women, in terms of like the what we're as a culture.
To respect you.
As a culture, what's kind of being pushed out there, I think we gotta clean it up a little bit, because now it's kind of just. I feel like it's getting a little out of hand. I also feel like men need to stop it with their toxicity. Not talking to you though, but I'm just saying, like, because that whole this whole future era of be toxic, be I think
I don't glorify no shit like that.
I don't like that. I don't like that as men, as black men in our community. That needs to cease. Like, one thing about it, two things for sure. I don't want to hear our men from our community saying, "Yo, I don't need to ally with a woman to make it." I think we have that misconstrued.
What you mean? What you mean ally with the women to me?
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about that shit. Let me talk about that. I think black men need to understand that getting with a woman, because a lot of times you'll meet men that are working, real focused and things like that, and they'll say, I don't want a relationship. I don't want to be with anybody. But they don't understand that socioeconomically, it's not meant to be by yourself. You'll never make it if it's yourself.
I mean, like I said, it's so much. Like I said, it's so much bullshit out here nowadays. It's hard to like maintain a relationship.
Not true.
Well, I'm speaking on my behalf. Like I said, I can't speak for everybody else. My behalf, I don't know.
But I mean, I get it.
Of course, I want somebody.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, same here.
yeah, most definitely. Who wouldn't want a companion in life?
But men that are focused, and even women now, the new age women, I want to call them the millennial women,
Mhm.
they'll be like so independent where they feel like they don't need to be with anybody to actually become successful.
It's OnlyFans.
What is that?
OnlyFans show the women that they don't need a man. They could just show a little ass and titties and play with themselves.
No, I
and all
feel
that,
like
and
it's deeper than that. I feel like it's way deeper than that.
sex sells, and
Sex does sell.
you know what I'm saying. OnlyFans most definitely was one of the ways that push women. Look at so much women making so much money off of that.
I heard about
They're
it,
taking care of houses. You got women buying houses.
but I
because of
heard
that.
about that. I heard about
It got so
OnlyFans.
big that men even making
That's-
OnlyFans to do it. You
That's
know
what I
I'm
heard. I
saying?
heard men are now starting to do
Yeah.
OnlyFans, but there's like different things you can do on OnlyFans.
Yeah, of course.
Like I could do like my radio show on OnlyFans.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
people that do that. They got
Yeah.
you get exclusive rights once you
Are
pay
they
every
making
month. You get
money?
exclusive rights. Yeah,
Yeah,
most
are you
definitely.
giving all right? We're gonna
At
look
least
at
not me.
Queen the Lights gonna look into that. We need to.
I maybe do need to look into it.
Yeah, yeah, like they
You
making
know what I'm
money.
saying?
Nah, but truly, I heard about that. I heard that like, OnlyFans. But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like shit's getting ugly.
I couldn't do it, but like,
For the OnlyFans, you can do the OnlyFans.
why?
You lying? I could
Why?
see your buff ass stripping down and got down.
Nah, this shit right here is exclusive. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay,
You're not gonna pay no little ticket and go.
okay. He said he
You want to pay?
he
you
say he
wanna
need a
see
big
it,
ticket,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
big admission.
OnlyFans not enough for me. I ain't selling myself for no $9.99 or no that.
Yeah, that's what that. Yeah, my favorite motto back in the day was, "Oh, I sell anything but pussy." So I that's how I started selling drugs, was because I wouldn't sell pussy. But anyways, but hell yeah, though I agree. I just feel like I think that's what's kind of happening. But I'm gonna hit that back on the head. I feel like what's occurring is that you have a lot of men that's continuing to push a narrative that women kind of started. Hold on now, hold on. I feel like not with the BBL culture, but with music, men started putting in certain demands in music, like how they wanted a woman to look, how they wanted da 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 da. But the loyalty and the looks weren't adding up because you can't nurture loyalty in something that's processed, like what they were asking for. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't say that either. Music is music. It's entertainment.
Not
That's what I told you
true.
before. Like,
Mm-mm.
all right, for
It's
a
influential.
perfect example, Cardi B, what she said in the song WAP, she don't cook and clean. That she got
Oh, that's a
the thing and
goddamn
all
lie.
that.
That's
You
a
seen
goddamn
her
lie.
with, you know what I'm
That's a
saying?
goddamn lie. I seen her sweeping. I seen her sweeping.
Young Miami, since she been out, she's been in a relationship, different relationships.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it's just entertainment.
That's true, but it
A
is
lot of these people don't
influenced.
really live what they really speaking
But
about.
people
you
don't know
what I'm
that though, because a lot of all those people actually married. All of them are white, like Cardi
saying?
B,
Makes music
Stallion.
influence your lifestyle, you're a fool. That's how I feel. Like, I mean,
It's supposed to mimic, but
it's
a lot
supposed
of
to
people.
entertain you. That's what it
Yeah.
is. It's an entertainment business.
Well, I'm
It's
glad
supposed
that
to
you don't do
entertain
that
you
type
and
of
keep you-
music, and I think
Yeah,
you
nah.
should make. I think you should speak on that, like through your music. Like, don't follow me. I watched a clip of Tupac saying, "I ain't no Messiah. Like I ain't no Messiah."
I tell my kids that I'm your dad. I'm not God. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you say that? What's the theory on that?
I mean, it's not really no theory. Like, I'm just letting them know, like, give praise to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? You could love me as your dad. You know what I'm saying? And I'll always be here for you. But the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in God, so I try to push my kids to believe in God. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what really got us all here. Like,
How do you think religion's going? I think
I'm not religious whatsoever. I'm not spiritual, I can say, but I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a religion. I'm not Christian or none of that shit. Like,
Oh,
and
so
I don't
you're
mean,
not denomination. You
yeah,
don't
I
have a
don't,
denomination.
nothing against Christians, Muslims, or none of that. I don't have a religion. I believe in God, the Most High. I believe that's how we're here. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
I pray.
Agree. How do you feel about the religion that's being into politics? Because I feel like this is where all this Roe versus Wade is coming from. Like
I said, I don't get into religion. I'm not gonna tell somebody on their beliefs like what they should believe or what should they go towards. Like I said, I don't have a religion. I grew up. I went to church when I was younger. I went to Sunday school and stuff like that when I was younger. But um, going through all that and growing up in life, like it just showed me exactly why I don't believe all that shit. There's a lot of people who call themselves Christians and they don't really
they don't be
walk
Christian.
that walk. And I'm not
not
saying
at
you
all.
have to be perfect, but there's people who do some real like snake ass shit and they call themselves, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't add up. So like I
I'm
said,
righteous.
yeah, I believe in God. I don't have a religion though.
That's my religion. I'm righteous. I carry a 40. I'm righteous. That's the only judge I know. I'm righteous. I don't fucking laughing. He know what's up. I don't know crazy. All right, there. 11, I got that show. You know what's up. Block, ock. I feel like you deserved a little echo after that. You've been around the block. So we're gonna wrap this up. But what do you want your audience to know, like from today, the art you are today, not thinking 10 years from now or 20 years from now, but today? What do you want them to know today about your journey? Like you haven't blown up yet, but today.
It's not easy, you know what I'm saying? I know I probably make it look like it's, you know what I'm saying, but it's really, nah, man, it's a struggle, you know, it's my life. This ain't no, like I said, it's entertainment, but this is my life at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, after I leave from here, I still got to go home to my kids and, you know, keep them nurtured and do what I have to do so I can get further where I need to be at. But just know I'm me. I'm going to always be me, whether I'm here or I'm in Coachella or wherever it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to always be me.
That's dope. And what do you have to say to your fans? It's like,
stay tuned. I got more and more music coming, more videos. I got a lot coming. Like I said, I'm supposed to be performing here in Miami soon too, within the first or the second week of July.
Are you gonna?
KOD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, like I said, I'm doing a lot of performances from the whole little tribe, Miami, Broward, Palm Beach, and start taking it further. You know what I'm saying?
So you're telling us because you're gonna invite us?
Yeah, of course, most definitely on my platform. You know,
don't do that. He say he. So we'll come out and support you.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely come out and support me. I always want people to come out and support me.
We'll follow your journey and everything. So what you want to tell the people? What you want to tell the people about your music? What you want to tell them about yourself?
Just keep listening. Stay tuned. It's getting better and better.
Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for being here.
Like I said, thank you for having me.
Of course. I told you I got you. I don't think you believe me, but I'm gonna have you on my last show. And this is our last show, so everybody, you know.
So I definitely got in before.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I kept you for last. We're still booked 6 weeks out on our next venue.
Okay.
So I was like, no, I gotta get being here because I seen your last performance. I was like, oh, you got music on the way. Let me get that motherfucker in here now. Let me get that motherfucker. So I snuck you in here. Yeah, I see that. So anybody got any questions? Any questions for my guests? Here we go, Pop.
Yeah, most definitely. I say look forward to it. July, most definitely July.
July this summer.
Like 3 new songs.
Okay, 3 new songs, but not the EP though.
No, the EP is not coming yet. I'll definitely give you a date on. I don't have a direct date on it yet.
Corey, you got a question?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're from Broward County, I heard.
Yeah, most definitely.
What part are you from?
I grew up in like Lauderdale Lakes and Lauderdale area.
Yeah, okay.
You guys like Pompano or anything like that? Or like,
North Lauderdale. I fuck with Pompano, but North Lauderdale, you know.
For sure.
Most definitely North Lauderdale.
You got any like sped up tracks or anything like that? Like,
I got sped up tracks, I got slowed down tracks, I got regular tracks, I got a whole bunch of music, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna start dropping it more. I was kind of keeping it to myself, and, you know, it was like a self-conscious thing, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger. But like all my family and all, they be telling me, drop your music. Why you hiding it? You know what I'm saying? So.
No, agreed. Sure.
SK Triple I 1127.
Say that again. What's his IG? Say one more time.
SK Triple I 1127.
Yes, and where can they find your music at?
I have a few on Spotify, iTunes, OutLaw Skii. It's SK Double I on any platform, OutLaw Skii.
Okay. OutLaw Skii.
YouTube.
On Instagram, YouTube. Got iHeart, Spotify, you said?
Yeah,
Spotify.
Apple Music.
Apple Music. Okay.
SoundCloud.
Okay. Well, that boy got his manager in here, boy. He got in the back, boy. Yeah.
That's fair, you know.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And thank you for being on. Make sure y'all follow him. Make sure we about to have him on
Follow
about
back.
facts.
I ain't bougie.
Hey, that's not a real quick boy stuff.
I ain't bougie. Follow back, man.
And we're gonna have you on. Like, and every, you know me, every time you have something, I need you to come
Like
talk
I said,
to
I'm gonna come drop
Queen.
the exclusive on you. You know.
Yes, I like exclusive. I like rarity. So thank you for coming. And you like you about to shoot up out of here. I know you're in.
Got a lot of other shit to do.
Yeah,
That's all,
see you about
you
shoot
know.
about it. But thank you for coming and shit.
Most definitely.
Of course,
Thanks for having
thank
me.
you. And Outlaw Skii, there we go. Boom.
Y'all be safe out there, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Appreciate
you.
man.
We out. It's a wrap. To my 4 audience members, I love you. Thank you.
I appreciate all y'all.
Okay, I got you. Thank you. Be safe. We're gonna end the live stream. Oh man, we deserve this joint that's coming in the backyard. Yeah? Yes.
I don't know if I want to be part of it, but I can come hang out with you if you want.
Okay, yeah. No, you're still back to not smoking?
No, I don't smoke all my shit.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Oh, that's different.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, he's like, look, I can't smoke while I'm trying to get the check.